Good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? It's a very, very sleepy Wanda here this morning. How are you? I'll just wait for some of you to jump on. I'm having a look at my hair. Oh my God. How are you with this new moon coming in today? We've got the new moon coming in. We've got Uranus happening. We've got Mercury happening, all happening in Taurus. How are you? Far out, I don't know about you, but I have been struggling these last few days. I've been feeling very, very tired and completely flummoxed. I've got so much happening in my life right now with moving and shifting and changing location and business-wise that I am sort of in a state of overwhelm, I suppose you could say. And when you get to that point of overwhelm, and I know deep down in my heart, it's time to take a step back. It's time to take a little bit of time out to reflect. And because I'm so committed to doing what I'm doing, this morning I actually spent some time trying to meditate. I had too many monkeys in Ubud mucking around with my headspace this morning. And so I have been not successful in getting into a clear space. But there was something that came up. Welcome, everybody. Now, I really want to quickly tell you all that are on. I won't be long today, but I'm going to do, for the first time, I have been guided to do a Q&A, like a question and answer. So for today, and I may do it once a month, or I'll see how that goes. If you're on right now, what I want you to do is, because there's a time delay between me talking and the comments, okay? So if you've got a question that you want the cards to answer, type in your question, but type it in with a little bit of detail. I'll give you an example. Do not give me something like, will I win the lottery? Like, I don't think so. All right, or a silly question like, will I find my life partner? Okay, I need a bit more information. So how you create the question is, okay, if it's around money, then ask the question something like, can you see a better financial forecast for me? And that will tell me a little bit more. The question's a little bit more grounded, okay? If you're asking about a relationship in your life, then ask the question something like this: who do I need to become to attract a relationship into my life? Okay, because if you're in a space of you've got fear around a relationship, well, you know, and that's what you're broadcasting out to the universe, the answer is obvious, and the answer will be a definite no. But if you ask the question from yourself, who do you need to become? What do you need to do in order to attract this? Then that is a better question. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's 11 of you on right now. So type in your question if you have one, and I'll pick good questions, and I will then just have a quick shuffle about today, and then I'll answer your questions for you, and I'll do a couple with a one-card reading. Okay, so, and give me a number. Also, if you're asking a question, give me a number, because that will determine how many shuffles I will do before I get to the top card, and that way I know it's your sacred number. Because usually if I do a card reading, I ask you to stop, you know, but I can't do it because there's a time delay. So if you've asked the question like, who do I have to become to get, you know, to have the lovely relationship in my life, and then put the number 11, anything between 1 and 10. So forget the number 11. Between 1 and 10 is usually a good place to start. But I want to talk today. A lot of you, you know, not a lot of you, but maybe you. I know what I want, and I've been, you know, working really hard towards it for a while. And I'm in a spot right now where I've fallen into a well, and I have to deal with that. And I'm going to take some time out for myself today and tomorrow. So I'll still be on, I'll still be doing these, but if I'm looking a bit haggard around the edges, and I thought, well, it's a good opportunity for me to share how I'm coping with when we fall into a well and what we do about that. And there's a whole lot of restructuring I need to do right now that I'm not ready for, and we're never ready, and we need to take on the challenge. And so therefore there's another part of me that's been required to expand, and so therefore I don't know how else to do it because I haven't got the answer. And so when I haven't got the answer, that's okay. I don't need to have the answers all the time. But what I do need to have is I need to have some clarity, and I need to know what direction I want to go in. And so therefore this is why I need to take that time out to actually spend time reflecting. And I can only do that when I'm with Mother Nature. So because I have so many business commitments at the moment, it's not, I don't want to let my clients down, and so therefore I will be taking that time out shortly. Okay, so here we go. Right, thank you for everybody who has popped on. Okay, now some people are really asking me about finances at the moment, so that's wonderful. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to shuffle the cards and just talk today to the normal card for everybody. And here we are. Oh, okay. Here it is. This is for everybody today, okay? It's the Princess of Swords. What does that mean? It means that you're going to get a really good message that you'll be very, very happy with. And it's a kind of message that's a bit exciting. So, for example, it could be as simple as this. A girlfriend rings you or a mate rings you and goes, come on, let's go away for the weekend. Or it could be another one, come, let's go on a bus trip to you know, the fashion stores and spend up. Come on, let's just go to the movies. It could be something like that. Does that make sense? So there is a message about that. Now, looking at this, it's an it's an enthusiastic message. And usually this message is around something that you've wanted. Okay, so it's usually around that. It's a connection message. It is beautiful. So that is what it is for today. It's a very very simple card. It's a simple card because it makes us feel like what we're trying to do is happening for us. I hope that makes sense. Now I'm going to read from the Angels of Atlantis for somebody today. Let's have a look. Okay, so Natalie Kerr, you're the lucky one who's going to get the card for today, the card for today. That's for all of us. I'm going to do this quickly because I want to get on to the quick Q&As. Right, the Q&A. I've seen a few already, but the feed moves so fast. The feed moves so fast. So those of you who just hopped on, this is for you. Oh, gosh, I've forgotten who it was for now. Hang on, let's have a look. Anyway, if you're still on, because the name is, oh, Natalie. Okay, Natalie, this is for you. Okay, so this is Archangel Uriel. Abundance is yours. I forgot the name again. Natalie. Natalie, if you've been worried about your finances, do not worry because abundance is about to come. When you get this card, I would highly recommend just, you know, like, I don't know if you believe in the lottery or anything, but go and buy a scratchy or something. All right, if there's something that you've been wanting, if there's something that you're expecting some financial remuneration from a company or from a client, that's coming in. It's coming in. Now, usually this card takes about 5 days to 5 weeks to come into reality, into our reality. So, but it's coming. Know that it is coming. If you've been waiting for a loan to be approved, it's on its way. Does that make sense? So that's for you, Natalie. We've got the coin. We've got the little Princess of Swords here. We know that swords is about the mind, but it's a message coming to you. Exciting, enthusiastic shifts and changes coming up and good things coming up. So hang in there. Thank you. I needed that today to help me get out of the well that I'm in right now. Now, okay, so here's our Q&A for everybody. Are we ready? Let's have a look. I can't see any questions. Let me see. Okay. There was a question. Oh, my goodness, I can't even see them. Let's have a look. I think this is not going to work today. I saw some questions before. I'm just going to see if I can go back. Oh, here we are. Okay, Sandra, Monib. Okay, 7 shuffles. It is the time to give up a relationship or move forward with it. Okay, that's a really good question. Yeah, you've been fighting with yourself around that one, haven't you? That came out. All right, so what does that answer for Sandra? I think you've got to go with your gut feeling. Sometimes we like to stay in our comfort zone, and if you've already got that feeling, you know, and you've had it for a while, maybe it is time to finish. Okay, so how many is that? 5, 6, oops, 7. I better do one more because that fell out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this card is the 7 of Swords, and it means that you're thinking about it over and over and over again, and you're not getting anywhere. Okay, so Sandra, here is my advice. Don't take any action yet. Maybe go away with yourself if you can. Maybe if you can take some time out, right? Even if you go away on your own for a few days, just to get some time out to really dig deep about what the issue is. That would be my first suggestion with a card like this, because with a card like this, it means that there are changes coming. And sometimes we can think it's in our relationships, whereas the change is really in ourselves. Does that make sense? So if you see the picture of the guy there, he's going, oh no. Now, if you can see his writing, and then that could be also another sign, Sandra, for you to start journaling and write the question, why do I feel like frustrated, or why I feel I need to why do I feel I need to end the relationship, or how can I best be in this relationship? What is causing me this angst in this relationship? And just sit with that and journal and write it down, and then maybe write out your frustrations, because the answer will come. It always does. I do a lot of journaling, so I know what I'm talking about. Today I've been in a space of resistance, of not even journaling, of not doing anything, so I'm just going to do nothing and just be very, very still and not push myself, because like I'm the jackhammer queen. I like to drill in. Okay, so this is it. So this is that question to your answer. I hope that has solved that issue for you of what you need to do. You need to be more clear about what you really need. Yeah. Okay, hi Julia, how are you, dolls? You've got a sore throat. Feels like I have a piece of string wrapped around. Oh, okay, yes. What is it that you need to be communicating? Okay, so what is it that Julia needs to be communicating with her sore throat? I'm really glad that you noticed that your body is resistant in there. Absolutely right, darling. And 9, how many is that? 7, 8, no, oops. Oh wow, hang on a second, flew out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are the 2 cards that came up for you, Julia. Sorry about that. Okay, one of them is about finances, something you need to do around money, and you need to be direct and go, look, I can't do this anymore. I need to look to see how I can finance myself a little bit better, and you need to speak about that. It's something to do with money. It could also, because it's money, could also have to do something with your self-worth, but because it's a treasure chest, I know it's something to do with money that you're not. Now also in here we've got the major, the Chariot, which means you've got to make a serious decision, and you've got to make that quickly. So that's what the sore throat's about. So if you're talking with people, like for example with government bodies, and it's around money, then be very forthright. All right, don't be playing small with government bodies, and I'm not saying be aggressive either, because that doesn't work. All right, so what you need to do with that one is make sure you have that conversation with the people you need to have, make a clear decision around that, and then go for it. Okay, really what is going on, and it's around your self-worth, it's around money, and it's also around you needing to make a decision about what you're going to do, and to have a talk to those government bodies if you are having that conversation with them. I hope that makes sense. Now, people who've just popped a number in without a question, how can I answer that without a question? Right, okay, let's have a look. Who else can I do a Q&A for? Vicky. Okay, Vicky Lyons is also around too, around financially, a clearer way at the moment for Vicky. Vicky, there's definitely something new coming in for you. Can I see a clearer way for you financially? Is that you've got the family card and there's money there. So there's something around family and money for you. What does that mean? It means that if you're doing it tough, is there someone in the family that owes you money? Or is there someone that you can collaborate with in the family to help you out right now? Because that's probably something you're not looking at. Another thing is you're feeling very uncomfortable with your situation right now as it is, right? And so they're saying seek solace in having a conversation with someone in the family. Now, because it's the 10 of Pentacles, it is about finances, and it's usually a very positive card. So maybe you're looking in the wrong spots to see if you can get yourself financially out of it. So what I would advise you to do is have a talk to someone in the family who knows somebody who might be able to help you make like a decision around finances or getting that sorted out. But definitely the key is in the family. I hope that makes sense. And let's have a look. Let's have a look at financial things here. How I've just realized if I move this, I can see things. Okay, how are we going? Yes. I'm just having a quick look. Yes. There's no questions here. Oh, that's all right, Sandra. No problem, darling. Okay, I'm glad that's helped. Okay, so Cindy. Okay, I'm moving into a caravan to live due to financial struggle. Will I be successful in paying off my debts but enjoying my life being back in nature? All right, so that is a very good question. What has caused you to be in debt all that time, darling, is my question. You know, that needs a bit more of a reading of that one, but I will do my best. All right. Let's have a look. This is for Cindy. You haven't given me a number, so I'm just doing this intuitively. Here we go. Okay, so I've got the card of 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles is about learning. Okay. So the financial struggle is one that we all struggle with at some point. And the financial struggle is all about yourself, how you feel about yourself. What are you ignoring? And this is the learning card. Can you do this, Cindy? Can you sit with yourself and rather than get into the morbidity of what you haven't got, can you maybe, and without blaming anybody, because this is something I've had to face myself in the last few days, is everything that happens in your life is about what you have created in your life. And by blaming people, we don't accept the responsibility of our own situation, right? And that has made me quite angry, and I can probably understand it's made you quite angry too, especially if you feel that there's people around you that are doing that, right? So what I want you to do is probably sit there and figure out for yourself, just sit there and reflect and think about what got you to that space. What got you to that space where you have no money in your pocket right now, and why you're deciding to move to this caravan? You know, what is at the heart of it? So if you can get down to that point for yourself, I think that would be very, very helpful. I hope that's made sense. Now, whether you do it or not is not my responsibility, but I highly recommend that you take some reflection out to do that. You know, there's usually a deeper meaning, because as soon as you realize it, you'll be able to do something about it. Okay, you'll be able to do something about it and change that situation. I mean, look, living in a caravan is quite simple, really. It sort of has, who wants to live in a big house if you've got so much to look after? You know, really, a caravan is simple living, and being with nature is also beautiful. But if you're financially struggling, it's always a problem, unless you're happy with that. And obviously you're not. So start writing down and reflecting what's caused you to be in this. Why? And then ask yourself this question: why have I created my lack of wealth? And then you just keep writing that question, because why have I created that lack of wealth? And see what comes up, and just start writing, if that makes any sense. That really, really helps. They call it journaling, and I know it has helped me. One more question. I'm going right up to the top now. Let's have a look. Okay, so a lot of it has been around finances, and you know what? I'm going to tell you now, everybody, that the new moon at the moment, with Uranus coming in and Mercury going backwards. Mercury is the sign of communication. What I want to tell you is that the most of this month, till about the 18th of March, I think, between now and the 18th of March to about the 23rd, what's going to happen is we're going to be feeling very reflective. We're going to be feeling like we need to take a step back and look at where we are right now and where we have come from, respect that, and then make a decision. And that's exactly what I've been pushed into right now. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Use this energy. Don't fight against it. Don't try to be something that you're not right now. It's very, very important for all of you to listen to this, because we can tend to fight it, and then we get ourselves in such a fluster. Okay, so your feelings never lie. Your feelings never lie. Listen to those feelings. Listen to them. Because I'm now in my situation faced with not listening to my feelings quite a number of years ago, and what I have felt has manifested. I did not listen at that time. And so now I'm paying the consequences, but I can do something about it. Okay, so let's have a look now. If there's any other questions, let's have a look. I'm just looking. Looks like there isn't. Okay, so Kim Stewart, last one. Okay, hello, mine is around business and my health. Well, I'm only going to answer one of them. So I'm going to answer the one about your health first, because your health reflects your business. Okay, simple as that. All right, Kim, here we go. If you're still on, that is. Okie dokie, this is for Kim. All right, it's time to walk away, Kim, from the shit that doesn't serve you. Any thoughts or viewpoints or hanging on, if you're a right fighter, Kim, if you're hanging on to reasons why certain things happened in your life, now's the time to walk away from those thoughts, because they're affecting your health. Get your health right first. And how do you do that? You let go of what you've got no control of, right? You let go of it. You can't control everything in your life. So therefore, you need to take a step back and walk away. In the picture there, they've got all these things of the perfect scenario for themselves, and it's not working, all right, because your mind and your heart are in the wrong spot. And if you're in a space of blame or upsetment or resentment, that will affect your health. So Kim, do the first thing right for yourself. Look at your health. How can you improve your health? Do you need to go for walks? Do you need to do more exercise? Do you need to do some meditation or yoga or something like that to help you calm yourself down and take full ownership of where you are right now in your life? I hope that makes sense. And what I'm talking to about Kim and all the other people that I've read for today, there'll be something in it for you as well. And you will know it because you'll feel it in yourself. All right, so the idea is to get out of our head and feel our feelings. That is the truth, where our feelings are. Our feelings do not lie. Our feelings just do not lie to us. And we have been living in a world where it's very cognitive and very cerebral and, you know, get into the mind. And I've lived that life, right? I've also lived with my feelings too, and I haven't always listened to them. So get to your feelings for your own answers. If I haven't answered your questions today, I'll have a Q&A probably next week. Look, thanks a lot to all of you who did that today, who shared their questions. You know, it's bloody powerful what you do, even in asking your questions. There goes the phone. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. I'll be on again tomorrow. I'll be on again with the fear challenge. I'm going to be talking about today fear and success. What is it about fear? Fear of success. What is that all about? Okay, what does that look like when we live in a world of fear of success? Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about later today, probably about 11 o'clock I'll do that. And what else would I want to say to you? Also, one more thing, I've got a YouTube channel now, and I forgot to put the link in the comments. So it's called Wanda_Wisdom, Wanda Wisdom. That is my YouTube channel. I'll put it up in the comments for you, and if you can copy and paste that, subscribe to my channel, because whenever you miss a feed in Facebook, you can always get it on YouTube. And I put all my videos from my challenges and what I do in the groups, I put them up into my YouTube channel. So there might be some other things in there that you might find valuable. Okay, guys, so I'll talk to you soon. Have a really, really great day. I hope that doing the Q&A has been very helpful. And for all of those, if you feel you need a deeper reading from me to help you along, then by all means, I don't do the readings for free, guys. I have a business, and I do have a special on, and I had 2 places left. I've got 1 place left. So if you're still interested in having a reading with me for half an hour, we can nail that for you. Okay? So God bless you all. Have a great day. I love you, and I know you're doing your best. Be, acknowledge all the good things that you do for yourself and for others. In the meantime, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.